The politics of this country is very interesting. President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto met yesterday over lunch in Mombasa. And that meeting had significance because it came a day after President Kenyatta had actually appointed Fred Matiangi as the supervisor of all cabinet secretaries, making him more powerful than even the deputy president. So today, I want us to dissect that lunch and why I strongly believe that lunch holds the key to relationship between President Kenyatta and William Ruto. But before we do that, kindly remember to subscribe. Now, yesterday was a very interesting day. There were a lot of speculations within the corridors of power that William Ruto was going to address the media from his current home at around 2. But that did not happen. Then before midday, the rumors began that William Ruto was headed to Mombasa with his team. And in that team, William Ruto carried his URP wing. He carried Aden Duale, Murkomen Ken Lusaka, and the senator for Tharaka Nithi Kithure Kindiki. And also there were also rumors that Kihika Susan Kihika, the Nakuru senator, was also amongst the people who William Ruto carried along. And they had lunch together. Sources say it was a Swahili dish which President Uhuru Kenyatta loved so much. So they had a heavy lunch. And after the lunch, something happened. I want you guys to watch the video which I'm going to play next and listen carefully, and also not really listen, just observe that video, the video very closely, and people who understand body language can interpret it for us before we proceed. Just have a look at it.
Nzuri sana. Karibu sana, karibu sana. On.
Vijana binafsi sana.
Nasema mumfanya mbili mpaka mumpige.
Wabeba kina sana.
Ndio sio. Yebo, ndo huu. Hivi.
Mungu akubariki.
Tutamaliza shida. Sikia para.
Mwana.
Konki master. Big nation. Kila mtu ajiriza.
Atajua fanya nini?
Now, I invite body language experts to analyze very closely that video. But from my perspective, after that lunch, it is clear the chemistry between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto is no longer there. Remember, William Ruto is one guy who has been very loyal to President Kenyatta. And William Ruto has always ensured that whenever the president is leaving the country, he always ensure that he accompany him to the airport. And we always see photos of William Ruto waving at the president as he departs. And in most cases, Deputy President has also been gracious enough to ensure that he escorts the president up to his car. But yesterday, that did not happen. These guys just left the hotel walking. And we all know William Ruto is a people's guy, so he loves crowd. And Uhuru Ruto is a easy president. So because these two senior Kenyans were having lunch, the crowd gathered outside, waiting for them, expecting them to be addressed. But President Uhuru Kenyatta left the building because they were together and headed straight to where the people were. William Ruto left the hotel and direct into his vehicle. And his vehicle drove off. And President Kenyatta addressed the gathering outside that hotel. And his message to the people is that unity of Kenyans. That's the only thing I can read about that particular incident. So the body language expert on this channel can actually interpret it better by leaving a comment. Even if you're not a body language expert, just watch the video again and kindly just drop your comment what you think about that particular incident. Because most people always accuse me of being biased in my analysis. So just look at the body language, then drop your comment. And those who have not subscribed, you can use the opportunity also to subscribe. Now, what could have motivated William Ruto to look for President Uhuru Kenyatta in Mombasa? In my view, I think there are people, William Ruto handlers and Uhuru Kenyatta's handlers, who are trying to ensure that the chemistry between these two guys are rekindled again. Because remember, Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto actually worked as a team from their ICC journey to the presidency. Yeah? Even some of us believe they stole the victory, but even in their stealing it itself, these guys have worked as a team. But of late, that chemistry is no longer there. And when this was happening in Mombasa, Raila Odinga and Beth Mugo and Ngengi Bugai, who is President Kenyatta's cousin, who also was an MP for Gatundu, were also meeting somewhere else. So, in all these things, I think either the president is lying to William Ruto or is lying to Raila Odinga. Because from these things, it's clear that President Kenyatta and William Ruto are not seeing eye to eye, which could be their strategy. And it's also clear that the Kenyatta family and Odinga family are trying to mend fences. And probably they want to mend fences and shortchange him after he's gone far. We still don't know. So either President Kenyatta is playing William Ruto or Raila Odinga, in my view. Back to the Mombasa meeting, you see the choice of the people who went with William Ruto to Mombasa is telling. William Ruto carried with him his core team. Basically, the team which I mentioned in one of my previous videos as the people who are going to ensure that William Ruto presidency is achieved. He carried along that team. And that team were the brain behind the URP party, which formed an alliance with President Kenyatta's TNA in the first term in 2013. So the choice of those people is also very telling. So sources say that these guys went to Mombasa to actually talk to President Uhuru Kenyatta to try and explain the fate of William Ruto after the new development where Matiangi was now given morals in the government. And remember, as this team was in Mombasa, the other URP or Jubilee leaders allied to William Ruto were also in Nairobi, making noise about the role Matiangi is going to play. So still we don't know whether all these things were resolved in Mombasa, but the news we have is that President Uhuru Kenyatta handlers are also very strategic. They strongly believe that William Ruto controls the National Assembly. And they are not for that. And in that regard, because William Ruto controls the Senate, where Speaker is this guy, and Majority Leader, Kipchumba Murkomen, is this guy. And in Parliament, Justin Muturi, who's the Speaker, is Uhuru Kenyatta's guy, but Aden Duale is William Ruto's guy. So there's a talk that Uhuru handlers are now planning to create a post. What is the name? Let me just refer. Yeah, there's a post they want to create called the Parliamentary Secretary. And this guy is going to be appointed to be the link between the executive and the legislature. The legislature. So the role of this guy will be to neutralize the influence of Murkomen and Aden Duale, because the two will be reporting directly to this guy. So whether this will succeed, we still don't know. But just as I said, the politics of this country is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. And 2019 is going to define this country. It is just my hope that as we politic, these guys will not forget about their mandate of ensuring that the country is developed, that the country is peaceful, and that the economy of this country grows. Because we can't keep on like this. We can't make a country in an electioneering mode for 5 years. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. And as usual, I'll give you my number, my WhatsApp number. I'll drop it down. 0777 741323. So you can always just drop me your WhatsApp number. In most cases, I'll contact you. And if I have a new video, because sometimes you might fail to get the notifications, if I have the new video, I'll ensure that I send you any new video. And in most cases, most of the guys who have dropped their number can confirm. I've always consulted most of them a lot, because this channel, I believe, it's for us all. Yeah, we want to create it as we want to make it a channel where we analyze those small details which people think are not possible, but that can only be possible if I get your views, and that views I can only get through two ways. You leave a comment, which I'm glad most of you guys are doing, and also you can also just drop me a message. Yeah, thank you, and please enjoy your day. The next video I'm going to create is going to be about Embakasi South by election, and probably Hassan Joho visit to Western, its implications. So I've started thinking about those two lines. So if you have an idea, tukutane kwa WhatsApp. If you have an idea how the Embakasi elections is going to affect the politics of this country, or Hassan Joho's visit to Western, I think he's starting it either today or tomorrow, is going to impact on Kenyan politics. Tukutane kwa WhatsApp. Thank you and bye bye guys.